There are 5 people here. How many hands come per person?
10.
How many hands are here right now?
10.
How many hands are here right now?
10.
It takes 10 hands. Listen, guys, it takes 10 hands to score a basket. It don't take 1, it takes 10. Everybody's role is important on this offense. From Emmett, Jacoby, Wyatt, Jacayla, and Austin. Everybody's role is important. I want y'all to remember that. It takes 10 hands to score 1 basket.
What's going on, family? It's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, Lucky Murray here, back with another Coach Lucky video. This time, man, we are back again at practice. This particular week, we had 2 practices because we didn't have a game on this week, this Saturday. So we had a practice Monday. Y'all saw what it was. Today, what I wanted to do differently at practice was continue to infiltrate our offense, but really hone in on a few things that I think that the player needs. As this season goes, we haven't won any games quite yet. We also have been, it's been a struggle because I realized that I have between basically my whole team are like first year guys. And when I say a first year guy, I don't necessarily mean that this they first year playing basketball. When I say a first year guy, I'm meaning people who may have played before but are not really familiar with basketball terms, don't really have a lot of basketball skill sets at this particular time, and are just playing just because, you know, they may want to play or they're trying to spark an interest in basketball. So having them here is great at practice, man. The more practice I might get, the better. And that's one thing that I wanted to address with the city of Parks and Recs is more practice time. And like I said in previous videos, and I say this again, we just need adequate gym space because we're busting out the seams. Fountain Inn is growing so much, and a bigger gym will allow a lot more things to happen. But I'm happy with what I have. I'm glad that the parents were able to come to practice, and we're still missing a few people, but the guys that came, like I always tell you guys, I coach who's there. I don't worry about who's not there, but I coach who's there. So we get there, man, and we work on warm-up drills.
For my new members, team members that came, we run through the line. That's 100%. This is not 100%. You run through the line. Half court, back, touch the other side, back. That's 1. We're gonna try to do it 3 times.
Warm-up drills are something that I always do. Even during games, it's like I have to have them warm up and loosen up. And it's like, do I get them to warm up or do I get them to shoot? And I'm like, you don't have a whole lot of time. I may have maybe 4 to 5 minutes before the game starts in order to get them warmed up, get a few offensive drills going before we need to go. So what we do is simple, man. We warm up, and this time I am focusing on just look. Y'all gotta listen to what I say. Y'all gotta hear it, and we gotta execute, because a lot of times our issue is, I don't know if it's skill. I don't think it's skill, but I think it's a lot of times just listening to what I'm telling them and actually executing, because sometimes that may be the best that they can particularly do at this particular season. So I'm learning to accept that, look, man, we may not be the league winner, but can we get better every single game? And my goal this year is simply get everybody ready for the game. So after we do warm-ups, we do dribbling drills. Everybody had a basketball, and so we dribble the basketball. I get them stationary dribbles, right hand, left hand, crossovers. You know, the whole 9 yards. And this time I wasn't playing with them because I was like, look here, I am going to show them, like, look here, man, if you don't follow my instructions, we're going to run. Basketball players in particular don't like to run, especially 8-year-olds, 8, 9-year-olds, 7-year-olds don't like to run. So I made them run if they didn't listen to what Coach Lucky says. After I did that, then what we did was free throws. And even though we didn't have a whole lot of free throws this season, I still want to work on the free throw. And like I said in the video, I say this one. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared for it. So we do that. It's our offense time, baby. We work on our motion offense. And the one thing I'm learning and realizing is the fact that this is a work in progress. It's like, oh man, it's easy, but for me, it's easy for me because I coach and I study, but it's not easy for somebody who is not necessarily familiar with basketball terminology, and you throwing, hey, look, you have to cut, hey, you have to move, hey, you have to run. I feel like I wish I had 10 guys. I was supposed to have 10, but I may have 7 or 6 guys at practice, and it's like, how can you run an offense if you don't have a defense to kind of challenge them? So next year, hopefully, Lord willing, we can have a full 10, and we can do like different things, like practice and have a roster. I just felt as that they was kind of getting a sort of, and one person in particular that I think that may have it. Noah's a little guy, but if he could just get down the skills of, hey, look, here's the pass, hey, look, here's the shot, that would be awesome. I feel like one thing that limits us as far as our offense is the lack of the ability to score. Even though the games have been like 20 to 14, 20 to 18 or something like that, we very rarely have a game where we're beaten down by 40. We'll probably be the ones beat down by 40. I feel like we don't have an adequate score. Jacoby's been doing pretty good at scoring. Dalton's been doing pretty good. Just Dalton's a gunslinger here to shoot it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like one of these days we're gonna get it, man. We're going to get it. And I throw in a little offense. I try to have them set the offense up by going out of the full court and coming back to play, and it's outside, so the element's going to be a little different, but I thought for the most part they got it. So what are my thoughts about practice? I thought that in practice we looked good, and that's how it's been before the games. Practice we look good, but when the game comes and they're thrown into a situation where they have to think, sometimes we turn the ball over a lot, and that's going to happen when you have a lot of first year guys who are just learning the game. Will this be a little different next year? I don't know. Depends on who I have. And then I'm going up a level because I'm going up with Jacoby. I'm doing 10U and I'm doing 12U with him. After 12U, I don't know exactly what Coach Lecky's going to do, but I strive to do high school basketball. So that's one reason why I want to go back to school, get my bachelor's, get into the classroom, but I really want to coach high school basketball. I think I'm going to start with middle school, then jump to high school basketball. So I think for me, coaching rec ball, for me helping out with the SC Upstate Redhawks, with Coach Q over there, I feel like these different things is going to prepare me for what's to come. And actually, Coach Lucky did the webisode series, because you can follow my journey from rec ball into high school ball. So hopefully, man, this thing is going to be working well. But man, again, man, I thank y'all so much for rocking with me, joining me, watching the episodes, and hey, man, for your encouragement as well, because look here, this is something that I want to document to the world, because hey, look, I don't see a lot of youth coaches document their journeys. Because once these players get famous and grown in the NBA, whatever, youth coaches kind of get left behind sometimes. But it's the nature of the beast. But it is. This is my favorite saying. I'm saying it to you. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And this is gonna take one bite at a time. But hopefully, man, we're gonna get one. We got a game next week, so hopefully we'll win that game, and then we'll go from there. But again, it's the entertainer, the motivator, the educator, and please don't forget all three. Coach Lucky back with another episode of Coach Lucky Practice, baby. Second practice of the week. We had a good turnout, so hopefully we can get that win next week. Let me know what you think about the comment section below. But until next time, people.